The Bengals kind of
Get
like,
out of there.
are like
Leave.
are like Florida State, where the team doesn't mysteriously suck. Everybody's unhappy, so we're not going to win games. But the team doesn't suck. We're just miserable.
But the thing is, that's Florida State now because of last year and what's going on this year. The Bengals been like this for a long time. The fact that the Bengals win is surprising. They win in spite of the organization.
Correct.
Which is sad.
100%.
I done lost where we are.
You're right. Florida State had one thing that just knocked them off track. Bengals,
it was these guys.
Just be out there.
Nothing.
Yeah. Been the same, boy.
Shout out. I mean, and that's not going back to college, but that's what happens. And I hope the Bengals doesn't happen. When you mail it in, Coach Prime said it, and he's taking a shot at Florida State when he said it. You going to the next year, sometimes you got to go there with some momentum. And momentum goes both ways. Everybody thinks momentum can just go from one place to another. But nah, if it's just you, momentum either go up or down. And Florida State's in the fail clutch. And I think the Bengals are in the same. I think T. Higgins isn't happy because he still hasn't gotten paid. So I think T. Higgins has to go.
Everybody hates it there. Everybody hates it.
Jamar Chase still ain't got paid. He wants to, but he can't go nowhere because he's tied to Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow's probably going to be the best quarterback that he'll ever play with, unless somebody just goes and gives them the house and they blow it up. But if you blow it up, he's just going to go somewhere with Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow has got him $100 million, or is going to get him $100 million. So it's like, man, you are. It's so sad what's happening in Cincinnati.
I'm the Jets. I'm paying.
I'm moving my franchise. All y'all can bring everybody from Cincinnati. We'll be the New York Cincinnati Bengals.
If I'm the Jets, y'all can have Aaron Rodgers get the hell on. I will pay Justin Fields and give me Jamar Chase.
Who is doing that for the Bengals? Why would you do that?
I mean, honestly, I don't even need him. Just no. Not like Aaron Rodgers is just gonna go on his own. He's gonna go to a different place. But
sunken place.
Honestly, he already there. He's already there and the last person to figure out. But yeah, I'll take T. Higgins because you already got Devontae, Aaron, Garrett Wilson, and give me Justin Fields and Bryce Hall. Hell yeah, we could. Just the same way that the Browns suck because of Deshaun Watson, the Jets suck because of Aaron Rodgers.
Which is so wild to say. So wild to say, but that's what you get.
No, it's not.
And I don't have no sympathy because you held that franchise in Green Bay. You held
because of him too.
And the Packers, shout out to Matt LaFleur, goddamn Falcons, for getting out from under there. You decided you drafted Jordan Love and you got the hell on Aaron Rodgers. It took all the leverage away from Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, when we've noticed that when he has the leverage, he is going to fuck your franchise. When he doesn't have the leverage, he's going to leave and you're going to end up getting a whole bunch of draft picks or getting a whatever and you're going to be good to go.
The Jets deserve that. The Jets deserve it though. They
deserve
it.
I'm about that. Yeah, and I'm tight. The Falcons didn't have enough foresight to go get Robert Saleh as a defensive analyst. Should have been right there.
He was not going to the Falcons. He's going to somewhere where he was familiar with somebody who he already liked. That's the reason he was there before the end of the week.
Yeah. 100%. I'm going to San Francisco.
That's a homeboy call. Hey man, hey bro, y'all know who I am and what I'm about.
It's a Brian Flores to Pittsburgh call. It's the same thing. Mike Tomlin knew Brian Flores and was like, "Yeah, come on, bro, I got you."
Yeah,
but it's. Go ahead.
I was about to say Baker Mayfield sued his dad. He says his dad took $12 million from him. Nobody said anything. That's weird.
It's not. It's weird, but it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon for family members to. I mean, it happened to Terrell Owens. It happens to so many people.
It happens.
It's weird.
Luka. Luka mama tried to run off with the 77, but there's
said,
difference
"Oh no."
between yeah, there's a difference between like T.O. and his family situation and Luca coming from Slovenia. Baker Mayfield parents, they wasn't rich, but Baker came from a decent life now. Like you already got a couple dollars and you stealing from your son is crazy.
Couple dollars and couple million, a little different. Them zeros make a difference.
Yeah, but Baker doing y'all that bad that you needed to steal the 12 million? That's
I
crazy.
don't know the situation, so I don't want to speak out of ignorance, but it sounds like to me the father thought he was more privileged than Baker. So it sounds like to me Baker was like, "You my dad," like like it's like when parents treat your family treat the child as a lottery ticket, right? Oh, he made it, so I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and I think lo and behold, Baker. Sounds like to me, Baker gave that man a card and was like, "Cool, do whatever you need to do. You know, you my dad. I got you. We good." And his dad was just soup. Let me get that. And when you look down, that bill $12 million. But I don't know. That's just me speculating.
I think they say Baker Mayfield made like $85 million for a career. Mm-hmm. And out of 85, you got 12?
Which means he didn't take 12 at one time.
And 85, you know what that really is? That's 40 after taxes.
Oh, you think that was taxed? That was pre-tax, brother. He took 12 mil pre-tax. That ain't.
Yeah. No. You're right. Me and you are saying the same thing. Baker has got the 85 million pre-tax for his career. Out of the 85 million.
Oh, the 85, not the 12. Yeah.
85, probably like 42. And then out of the 42 that I got in my hand, you took 12 cash dollars from me.
Where Baker played? Baker played in LA, so that's half of whatever he made. Cleveland is probably 30%, and then Florida has no state tax. So, and he got
still paying federal income tax though.
But you ain't paying 50%. Well, you 44.
Yeah,
because I pay 40 on my bonus, so I know you pay.
Yeah. So
and now we know why he supported
you
Trump.
Took 12.
Yeah, that's wild.
So 1 in every 4 plays, I was working for you. Hey, Dad, rub me my bread.
Lawyer up, Pop. You better use that 12 mil. Because I'm about to get all that back, and you go pay my lawyer fees. Big dog.
Boy.
But they won, though, 26-23. We got to talk about Bryce Young, man. We really actually let's combine these two since it's so late. We got to talk about Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson. These two organizations failed their quarterbacks by benching them too early. They failed Anthony Richardson by putting him out there too early. They failed Bryce Young by benching him in a new regime for Andy Dalton. For 38-year-old Andy Dalton. And now they seem to have come back and are playing really well. The Panthers they can't draft receivers to save their life.
So there's things here. You got to have a reasonable expectation. Neither one of these teams, I think, went into the season with reasonable expectations. Like, have their quarterbacks played great? No. But has the team been about what you think that the team was going to be? Yes. That's just who you are. So you have these teams who are prisoners of the moment, this isn't going the way that I wanted to, so I bench them. And the even more messed up part about this to me is you bench 2 high character guys who took it in stride.
Yeah.
And you have a much like you're teetering on like they did Bryce and Anthony Richardson
horrible
bad, honestly.
Well,
and
I think they did Bryce bad. I do think that there is something there about the preparation with Anthony Richardson. I do think that something was there. I agree with you that there's managed expectations. Nobody said he should have started. But that's what happens when you take a project at number 4. Or what was he, 3? 3 or 4? At 1:10 in the morning?
Yeah. Oh, you missed it early today. Boy hit the Udi walked you on the police. He hit with that ying. I said, oh, I saw him.
Let me close my
They gonna
blind.
get your ass. It ain't nowhere safe to drive in, disappear. But like Anthony Richardson is a project the same way that Bryce is a project. Like, yeah, we're gonna take this guy and you're gonna have to, and that's where we are with quarterbacks now. You're gonna have to bite the bullet and either pay a guy like we did, or you're gonna have to be okay with sucking for a little bit. But the thing about the Panthers were, okay, you know what I mean. But yeah, that is inflammatory, and I ain't gonna not pause myself. Hey, pause. But you knew that you were one of the worst. Hey, I said that before the season. I think the Carolina Panthers as a team is the worst team that I've seen in the last 10 years of football teams. So don't get squirrely now because y'all start losing. Y'all ain't 0-16.
But there's a better way to handle it, though. We all know that the Patriots suck, right? The Patriots are awful. They are not good. They're not good.
But they're investing the time. They've made the decision. And that's one thing I like about Mayo. Mayo said, hey, I can do everything except for get on the field for you.
But my point is, you rolled out. You knew that Drake May wasn't ready. So you brought in Jacoby Brissett, but you still let Drake May come in there and get snaps. You still let him get acclimated to the game. And as a result, he doesn't look as bad when you finally made that decision in week whatever. I can't remember what week it was. When you finally made that decision to say, okay, I'm going to go with you. It wasn't flash, kapow, boom. I'm learning on the job because you kind of got a feel. Anthony Richardson was started from day one. And that was foolish to me.
For them to be 3-10, they played a ton of these games very well. Like the Patriots, they stink.
Oh, the Patriots.
But yeah. Like they stink, but also not really. Like this is a good developmental year for them. I think
100%.
And then the other part is their roster just is not that good at this point.
Not
Drake May don't have anybody to throw the ball to. But
nobody.
that defense is going to be good. And Christian Gonzalez is having a Sauce Gardner type of rookie. I mean,
he is phenomenal. He is phenomenal, dog. Like he's 6'2", right? 6'2", and he's just not letting you get by him. And he's strong. He has to have heavy hands because I saw him jam a receiver and the receiver chest clap, and them shoulders went whap whap. I said, "Oh, I know that hurt because you're a professional athlete." So and they're gonna have the number 1 pick. I don't know what they do with it. I guess Travis Hunter is what they're gonna do with it. But
sure, why not? We don't got a receiver,
and we need another corner
now.
Whatever you want him to play.
And Dion would probably let that happen. And there's not a better organization in football than the Patriots.
Baltimore. I think Baltimore is probably the best run organization in the league. But the Patriots got to be number 2.
No.
The Patriots got stability.
Steelers.
Yeah. Okay, those 3.
Steelers number 1.
Those 3. And they're all in the
if you're in that conversation.
Well, Kansas City too. Kansas City too.
Nah.
But they cheating though because they got what's his name? Kansas City been good for. They've been good for a while. They be good.
But I mean, I guess I don't know. I
ain't been
also
elite.
disqualify. I have to disqualify the Patriots like I have to disqualify the Chiefs. And I say that every week to other people. I have to make sure I say it to myself. When you have Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, nobody else can do what you're doing. So don't even compare them other people. don't think you get in there. Oh, well, the Patriots.
Oh, that's true.
Brady.
That's true.
Tom fucking Brady.
And Rob Gronkowski. Oh, Lord. We're the best defensive coach in history in Bill Belichick.
And Belichick and before your boy went crazy.
Who?
Hernandez. People forget how good Hernandez was because he's crazy.
Before he went
Before
crazy,
he was,
or before we knew he was crazy?
before we knew he was crazy. He always been crazy. But the thing
boy,
about
that
it
documentary, I was like, Urban, I know you want to win.
There's probably not a better double tight end combination in NFL history than Gronk and Aaron Hernandez.
No, but I also don't think Aaron Hernandez was a total tight end either. I think he was just he was Brock he was more versatile Brock Bowers. Like, he played fullback. Yeah. He played H-back. Now, I also think Brock Bowers could play H. I think Brock Bowers could play anything.
Me too. I was thoroughly impressed.
Oh my God. He almost beat the Chiefs by himself. They didn't throw the ball to nobody else.
And I'm talking about one hand falling down. I was like, come on. Like, and that's the thing. If you good like that, you're good like that. And he's that good. Now,
with Aiden O'Connell at quarterback.
I always expect a second season regression. And I think that he probably won't get as many targets next year because, I mean,
they should have a better roster.
Yeah.
And it's still, for as surprised as you are, so although you can't say that now, but as surprised as you are at the beginning of the year, he surprised everybody. Yeah. But still, if they were to add anybody, if they could add anything, he would be.
It depends on what you do at quarterback. Whatever you like, that's the reason. Give me
not for him. They got Aiden O'Connell.
But what I'm saying is, give me a Justin Fields level guy, so I don't have to spend all my money to have a competent quarterback. Because that's the other
T.
part.
Higgins today. I go sign T. Higgins soon as that goes.
Check box, and I'm calling the Titans to see if they want to move Calvin Ridley. It's some people that can. Oh, Elijah Moore. They already talking about him being out of Cleveland. They talking about maybe he's going to Atlanta instead of and replacing Ray McLeod.
The Raiders are going to be an interesting team.
For sure. And you got money now. When you got money, you can do different things.
And they got a good, they can run the ball, because they ran the ball against the Chiefs with, I don't know who, Sincere McCoy. I don't know who he is or whatever his name is. They can go get a running back. I know a team that may blow it up in New Orleans, and Alvin Kamara. Ooh, and now all of a sudden,
that's another team. Well, they just re-signed him, but at the end of the day,
he's the best trade bait. It don't matter.
You're right. They're in a situation where they got to make a decision. Can you compete in the NFC South? And I don't think you can. I don't think that. I mean, hell, I think the Tampa's the best team in the NFC South healthy. But also, Chris Godwin will be a free agent next year. So it's a lot.
He's gonna come back on a prove it deal because he got hurt. He's not gonna be able to be signed to a more than a 2-year deal because of his injury history. He's out now. I mean, he's out for the season. He was out for the season last year. He was out before. Like, that's unfortunate. And I hate to say that because he be cooking when him and Mike Evans are on the field. Besides Chase and Higgins, I got the teams right here in front of me. Besides Chase and Higgins, I don't know if there's another. I don't. Not with them.
London. As much as I don't think that Mooney is quite that great, London and Mooney ain't no slouch tandem. We're not gonna stay there forever. Also, Leonard Williams picks off Aaron Rodgers, runs a 92-yard pick six back. This is a guy who was a former Jet.
Bummy scummy.
Geno was also a former Jet, and he's the quarterback of the Seahawks, beating the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Everything that I've seen and heard, Aaron Rodgers is probably done with the Jets.
Are the Bills for real? You said earlier you don't know. They keep winning. Like, they're one of those teams that we don't know what they are because they don't have anybody that's really stand outish on that team, especially on offense, except for Josh Allen. Matt Collins is still walking to stadiums with no shoes and socks in the snow. They got James Cook who keeps. Now, James Cook, he keeps flashing. Like he keeps being
But see, that's the
75-yard
thing. Like,
touchdown, 60.
I don't mind Mac Hollins as a
blocker.
special, like as a wide receiver 3, especially in Buffalo where it's going to be cold and we're going to run the ball. Because you know what Mac Hollins is going to do? He's going to put his hands on the cornerback. He will block. He blocks aggressively. So yeah, I don't want to get too high on the Bills right now. I do think that they're on a run.
They got Amari Cooper, but I mean,
and Keon Coleman.
But Dawson Knox was their leading receiver. Had 2 catches for 56 yards.
And don't they have Dalton Kincaid too, or is he somewhere else? Is that a Dallas? But either way, like I'm watching the Bills right now.
I think the Bills are a product of being in a terrible division.
That is the other part. You don't have any close.
And yes, Dalton Kincaid is there, but he ain't doing nothing.
But these are all guys who I've seen have flashes in the past. And if they can get to the playoffs with confidence, I think they can. I think.
Well, yeah, I think the Bills. Oh, go ahead. You about to say the same thing I'm about to say.
Josh Allen looks very happy. Everybody, it's a lot of good vibes over there, especially on the play. Of course, he throws the ball to Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper's about to go down. He flips it back to
Josh Allen for a touchdown.
Josh Allen, yeah, for a touchdown. Those when those type of things start happening, it don't matter who you playing.
Stuff. But they also have a built-in advantage. Just like Kansas City. I don't know if there's any other team that have that Green Bay. Kansas City, Green Bay, and Buffalo. Those 3 places are the most difficult. Chicago ain't going. When last time you played Chicago in the playoffs? Those 3 teams in the playoff playing in
playoff advantage.
25 inches of snow. Pittsburgh don't get snow like Buffalo. Not at all. Or Kansas City. Kansas City be like -17. Like it'd be cold in Kansas City. And then Buffalo got all the snow. Like, and Green Bay is probably the only other place.
Does Cincinnati get that cold? I feel like they kind of.
They won all their games on the road. When last time you seen them play super cold? When they went to Super Bowl, they had to go on the road and beat everybody.
Well, yeah, because Mahomes. You always gonna be playing somewhere else.
But what I'm saying is you got Buffalo, and I honestly don't think Buffalo could beat Kansas City this year. I don't think. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Kansas City is.
You don't know because Kansas City wins, but it just doesn't look good. So you're like, oh,
the worst 11-1 team in history, but with the best quarterback of the last 20 years.
They getting closer and closer to BYU, man. You keep winning these games, and you keep winning by less than 3 or 4 points. Eventually, it's just the numbers game. The ball gonna bounce the wrong way.
But Mahomes they won the Super Bowl last year doing that.
If he does it, I'm not betting against him, but I also do think that maybe time runs out. I assume time runs out for the rest of us. Maybe Patrick Mahomes is the only person who doesn't. I don't know.
And the Texans, CJ Stroud that sophomore slump is kicking his ass right now.
It's going to happen to everybody. It's going to happen. It was destined to happen.
They got to add today's offensive line though. Their offensive line ain't the greatest.
But it don't like this is the thing about all of that. Even with that, you still got a hell of a team. So once we get out of the slump, Petre, Stingley, Nico, Tank, they still there.
Mitchie.
We just
Will
eventually dip down, but
Derek
it's coming
Stingley,
back.
Kamari Lassiter. You can just keep going. Yeah. Danielle Hunter.
Forever. Exactly. So it's like, all right, y'all giving CJ the business right now. Congrats. None of us other than Mahomes and Brady were able to just completely just disregard that, skip that. It was destined for him to happen. And it's not whether or not it happens.
Brady didn't really skip it. He just had he just had a historical defense, a historical team.
True, but what I'm saying is, it's a rite of passage, especially at quarterback. It's what do you do afterwards? That's what happened to Lamar. All right, once you thought you got me, now what?
So it sounds like the AFC is much more wide open than the NFC. I think the NFC is a 2 to 3 team race. Now, an injury could change that, but I think it's Detroit.
I mean, injuries ended the
Philly.
49ers. The
Right.
injuries just put the 49ers out of commission. They just literally fell apart. Now, I don't know how many more years you can keep being cheap at quarterback either, though. Eventually,
No,
you're
they
going
got to
to
pay
have to
him. They got to pay him
someone.
this year. They got to pay him this year.
No, but what I'm saying is, what do you pay Brock Purdy? You pay Brock Purdy more than you pay Russell Wilson?
Who do you replace him with?
Whoever, clearly. He ain't nobody but Jimmy Garoppolo. You've been running this same play of going cheap at quarterback over and over and over and over again.
I think Shanahan's loyalty will have them pay Brock Purdy $30 million. I think he gets 30. I think Brock. That's going to be my standard answer for a quarterback. Now, if the highest paid is 55 to 60 to 65, I think the regular Brock Purdy's, the old Russell Wilson's is going to be 30. I think Justin Fields is going to be 25 to 20 off of
who. Okay, so I'm trying to think of like
Scam Darnold is going to be 25. He's going to be 25 mil.
Who's a quarterback who you think you pay him around?
Brock Purdy? Well, resume wise, it ain't many.
No, you're not doing resumes. Because
what's Baker Mayfield making? What's Baker Mayfield making?
$33 million a year.
Brock Purdy's gonna get 30 to 35. So I was right. Yeah, 30 to 35. That's what he's gonna get. Geno Smith. What's Geno Smith making?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield 3 years, $100 million.
Yeah, that's where I see him getting paid. Right there.
And then
but that's your middle, just like the NBA. That's your middle of the road. That's gonna be for a quarterback. That's your middle of the road. We paying Kirk Cousins 50.
I don't think that he's that. I don't think that he's middle of the road. Honestly,
you think he's better?
No, I think he's worse.
Brock Purdy's worse?
I think that he plays with the second best roster in the NFL, top to bottom. Well, third best.
Do you think if you put Trevor Lawrence on this team that they would have the same or similar success?
Trick question. Tell you why.
No, it's not.
I think that they have more success, but I think that Shanahan simplifies the offense for Trevor Lawrence to where he doesn't do any thinking, so he can't make mistakes. That's the thing that Shanahan does for his QBs, which makes them look better than they are. Is that you dumb down you're so good at offense that you're literally like, and they can talk to the quarterback until there's 20 seconds left.
Yeah, Sean McVay, Jared Goff.
Of that. Yeah. But I think that Jared Goff just needed time to figure it out. I think that Jared Goff, I don't think that Dan Campbell is in Jared Goff's ear telling him do this, do this, do this. I think Jared Goff is just playing good quarterback now. I think that if Trevor Lawrence plays for the 49ers, he looks closer to value, but that's never going to happen. I think that Shanahan can make anybody look like a world beater. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, Jimmy Garoppolo got $100-something million.
Exactly. And then you just didn't ever get no better. You developed into nothing.
But we knew Jimmy. But Purdy ain't never did what Jimmy did. Jimmy threw the ball with his eyes closed.
I mean, the 49ers got to do something.
What's Kyler Murray making?
too much. You know,
but what is he making though? What is he making? Because that may be your comp right there. Because I've had more success than, and
no.
I've had more success than
5 years,
everybody.
$230 million.
Oh yeah, he did sign that stupid ass contract.
Must be crack, baby.
Yeah. So you pay him comparable to Baker Mayfield and Geno Smith. You're gonna get 30
that deal until 2027. You would, Kyler.
30. You're gonna pay Brock Purdy between $30 and $40 million to keep him.
All right.
Or you're gonna let him walk, and you're gonna have to go get somebody else. Now you could go get Justin Fields for probably 20.
So give me Fields or Russ. It's something left over.
You're gonna have to get one of them. They're not gonna get both.
Give me Jameis.
Whoa.
Jameis on the 49ers?
You think Jameis is... The 49ers offense predicates themselves on decision making. Jameis be throwing picks all the time.
Jameis is honestly playing his ass off.
He just threw a pick six to end the game. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, but because he's thrown the ball 40, 50 sometimes a game because they can't stop nobody. Before that, he was like 400 and some yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. But he was just like, all right, well, we down by 9, so I got to try to win it. Yeah, trying to win it. 395 yards, 2 touchdowns versus the Saints, 235 yards, touchdown, 3 picks versus the Chargers, 334 yards, 3 touchdowns versus the Ravens.
Yeah, like Kirk Cousins to me.
Yeah, at half the price.
But Brock Purdy is gonna make. He already knows offense, no growing pains. Everything is already in place. You're gonna $30 million. Where do you think he is a discount for a quarterback at this point?
Give me Jameis at 20 or 25, and I'll figure it out. I swear I'll figure it out. Jameis on the season since he's taken over 1,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 88.4 quarterback rating. Give me Jameis.
Par for the course. Jameis, that means he owes you 4 more interceptions.
That would have in Los Angeles.
What? I thought we were talking about Brock Purdy.
Yes, but what I'm saying is Jameis is good enough to have
Jameis is good enough to be better than Aiden O'Connell. Yes.
Now I want to do the thing where
what are we talking about? We're talking about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is better than Aiden O'Connell, so that didn't make any sense. But
no, what I'm saying is I think that Brock Purdy, Jameis to me. I give me Jameis at 25 million before I give Brock 35 million.
Okay. And if it don't work out, you look like Boo Boo, the fool.
What you mean it don't work out? I've done this with Jimmy. I've done this with Brock. Yeah. I think that a lot of teams have made a poor mistake in overpaying their quarterback a ton of money. And
they about to rectify it though. They're gonna rectify. This is gonna be just like the rookie quarterback scale. They're gonna get, believe you me, you keep paying $50-60 million and then they don't play or they be terrible. It's gonna be some new rules in the league soon.
It's
let y'all know who master is.
It's way too many QBs that are getting paid way too much money for me to.
It's the bubble that the NBA had. Remember Chandler Parsons got that stupid contract at the time, and all of them players was getting crazy money. Role players was getting $99, $100 million, getting $17, $18, $20 million a year. They in the same thing.
$9 million. Kyler Murray, $38 million.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford, 31.
Stafford won a Super Bowl, so you had to pay him. But 31, 31 is a steal. Steal.
Yeah. Oh,
you looking at
is Geno Smith at 22 million.
And he's mad and he's upset. He wants more money. He literally was negotiating up to the beginning of the season. He wants a contract extension.
But that's where I'm looking for. That's my price point right there.
22 mil. You not gonna get Geno. You gonna have to go after Justin Fields or Jameis, or you know who it is? They go back and get Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings are going to do a 2-year, $70 million,
$60 million, $35 million,
60, 70.
Sam
guaranteed.
Darnold couldn't unseat Brock Purdy. Remember, he was there.
But he was there. Purdy was there pre, and remember, Shanahan dad wanted Purdy specifically, even before the draft. He was his guy. So yeah, you weren't gonna unseat the sensei's pick. You're right. That just what's gonna happen. But yeah,
if that's the case, then go get Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett be like $17 million.
He's not good enough. The thing about Jameis is as many interceptions.
He's better than Justin Fields.
He's gonna feed. No, he's not. He fell apart. He got himself fired. Now, getting yourself fired in New England with no receivers is tough, but I mean it's easy. But
until next time.
What should they do? Like, follow, subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, boy.